Well, hello, how are you? Welcome to Friday, February the 3rd, 2023. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce, where we try to figure out what's going on in the market in plain English. That's kind of what we like to do. We also talk a lot about how to make money running call options on stocks you have, stocks you've had for years, ETFs, deep in the money contracts you've got, any way to make a living and bring in some money. I am blown away, little by little, I guess. Every day, I seem to be finding new advertisements showing up in front of my shows. I don't know if you noticed this, but if you ever watch any of my videos or why my show from yesterday or the day before, you click on it, you're going to get a commercial in front of my, in front of this beautiful face for radio. You're going to get a commercial. And some of these ads are slick. Some of these ads are like amateur hour, like me, amateur hour. And how many of these ads have you begun to notice that are talking about making money running stock options? Have you noticed that? It's like people are watching me on YouTube, and then they're recreating what I talk about in their own little image. Have you noticed that? It's it's interesting. I guess I suppose imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery. And there you go. A lot of these folks, I'll send you this for free and just link on here. Well, of course, the minute you hit that button, you've linked in, and now they've got your email address, and oh, you're going to get bombarded with special offers and who knows what. I don't know. I'm not criticizing them for being good or bad or indifferent. It's how it's done. And you find a guy, you find a channel, you find something that works, and then you join the party and you try to become the leader of that party, and away you go. Interesting, what's happening out there. More and more quasi quasi imitators of yours truly, because I've been here for 2 years, and I've never heard of these folks. I've never heard of some of these people. It's all right. Look, if you're here for one particular reason. You're trying to figure out what's going on, like I am, and you're also trying to make a couple of bucks in a bear market, and hopefully someday another bull market again. But right now, a bear market. And there are opportunities all over the place to make some dough here. It's just a question of how you do it and how patient you are. That's the key word. How patient are you versus how desperate are you? There are a lot of desperate people out there trying to find a way to make a buck or two or three or 10 or 20 because they have got some serious cash flow problems. They have got structural problems in their lives that need to be addressed. And I kind of have a suspicion here that that there are a lot of folks out there who were lent a lot of money over the last 5, 6, 8 years because money was kind of free of charge. It was easy to borrow money for the last 10 years until last year. And you could get a lot of money quickly for very little interest rate commitments. And some of these arrangements were maybe cheap car loans where, you buy a car for 60 grand and you make payments and pay back 35, 40,000 of the car, and at the end of the lease or term or whatever the deal is, you have a balloon payment required of $20,000, $30,000, $15,000. And there are people out there looking at that's coming at them, and they're going, I can't borrow a dime from anyone to get that thing covered, even though if I borrow that 15, 20 grand, I would own this car outright, but the car isn't worth this much and I can't borrow it. I have other loans outstanding and da. So I don't know, problems. There's all kinds of stuff going on there. Just noticed the headline just broke, talking about the unemployment rate, jobs created, a huge number, apparently, a massive job hit. The U.S. added 517,000 jobs last month as hiring accelerated. The unemployment rate fell to 3.4%, the lowest rate, the lowest rate in probably decades or of all time. I'm not exactly 100% sure here. I'm trying to get the story from any source that I can trust, and I'm having trouble. Yeah, we got us an interesting scenario going on here. Unemployment right now, lowest level since 1969 is the unemployment rate. Average U.S. work week jumps by nearly a third of an hour in January. U.S. futures down 1.1% for the S&P, Nasdaq down 1.6%. The markets are heading south. Dow's down 208 points and more. And I don't have the update number here because my systems are not as good as your systems to watch exact second by second hour, second by second minute transactions. Let me take a peek over to there. See if this will work on my big ass computer. There it is, 517,000 jobs added in January. I think this is a way more than expected, much higher than what the market thought is my hunch here. And we are definitely seeing markets opening, markets indicating lower at this point, because this is bad news for the Treasury. Absolutely bad news for the Federal Reserve. To be more transparent, the Federal Reserve is not going to like this. It's not working out. A quarter point rate hike is not having an effect to slow down the economy. The U.S. dollar is popping right now against the Canadian dollar. It is popping up by half a penny in just 5 minutes. Let's take a look elsewhere. Oh yeah, the Swiss franc is losing against the American dollar. The pound is losing against the American dollar by like a penny in 5 minutes. Euro, oh yeah, it's gone from 105, 109.3 to 108.6. It's getting hit. The American dollar is surging all over the place right now. Because of this massive increase in employment. Amazing. Yeah, stock future losses accelerate after jobs report beats expectations. That is what's going on. This is after last night getting Apple disappointing results, or let's say disappointing, maybe just say not the expected results that Apple was supposed to give us. We didn't get the results from Amazon. We didn't get the results from Google last night. Starbucks disappointed. Ford disappointed. On and on and on it went. And the slowing economy is showing on that side, and yet unemployment is popping up like crazy. At the end of the day, there aren't enough workers. There just aren't enough. There aren't enough Americans, Canadians, Brits, Germans of working age available for the job markets overall. In general, certain pockets will be better than others, and some will be worse than others. But kids, I mentioned this on the pre-alert show. Look, 20 million people died during COVID, at least, is the estimates. Millions in North America. A lot of people who died in North America were elderly, and many families suffered, grandmas and grandpas both passing away, or, the survivor, the grandma or the grandpa who were left, one of the last of them passed away. And that meant estate transfers were started. The wealth transfer began. And in some cases, the people that passed away were in their 50s and 60s and working and active and building their retirement, or just retired and what have you. And they had a lot of wealth built up. And all of a sudden, in weeks, both of them are gone. And now the estate has to be divvied out among the inheritors. And the inheritors generally are the kids of these people. Billions, if not trillions of dollars of assets changed hands in the last 3 years because of COVID. Trillions of dollars worldwide has traded hands. And you got to ask yourself, if you're 45 years old, 40 years old, 38 years old, and grandma and grandpa passed away on your mother's side, on your father's side, or your parents passed away. All of them passed away. I mean, the grandparents and the parents passed away. There are families out there where estate after estate after estate had to be divvied up among family members because of early demise of people. And I'll bet you that there are millions of North Americans and Brits and Europeans that have inherited wealth much earlier than they ever thought they would. And on top of all that, a 45-year-old couple with the kids, growing up and going to school, all of a sudden noticed that their 4-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house, whatever house, has gone up in value, two, three, $400,000 in value, just surged during the COVID era. This put a lot of people in a position to reassess their lives and ask themselves, hey, what are we going to do now? Our house is worth the kind of money we thought it would be worth 20 years from now or 10 years from now. It's worth that now. And we have this inheritance coming in, and that inheritance and that inheritance. You've got this coming in, mom, and dad's got this coming in from you. And the families are assessing themselves and are going, we're going to have cash coming in and assets coming into our hands and our value of our real estate that's pushing us 20 years forward right now. We're going from age 43 to 63 or 48 to 68 or whatever the deal. And people decided we're jumping at the chance to get out. This is our chance to make the leap and become retired ourselves this year. And this is what's been happening. And we have got a lot of upper management people, a lot of qualified people with experience in companies in every sector who have walked away from their jobs and walked away from their careers. And why wouldn't they? They're getting out of Buffalo. They're getting out of Cleveland. They're getting out of Chicago. They're getting out of Seattle. They're getting out of wherever, whatever, however, where, whatever. And what are they doing? They're picking up a property in the South. They're moving to Florida, down to Texas, going to Arizona, heading to California. They're going with the dream spot for them, where maybe their parents were retired. There are children who have inherited their parents' Sarasota condo, and they've inherited their Key West property or Tampa Bay property or the Palm Desert condos down here. I mean, everywhere, younger adults, not seniors, but soon to become seniors in the next decade, have completely become seniors at age 48, 53, 55, 57. And they walked out and they're not coming back. And the unemployment rate reflects it. The participation rate reflects it. The government stats are antiquated and it can't keep up with how this works. And there is a massive wave, has been a huge wave of people who have walked out of jobs who are never, ever coming back to them because they have the cash in the bank. They have cash flow coming in from whatever they're doing with their money. Hopefully they're getting some kind of returns. And then there are those who watch me here who say, I want to be those people, Bruce. No one I know passed away and left me $1 million. I got to grind it out, man. But I tell you what, Bruce, I've got to tell you, man, my house, my wife and I are sitting in a house that's up $400,000 in value, even with this so-called interest rate thing and lower mortgage, higher mortgage and lower real estate activity. Our house has backed off, but it hasn't gone back down to where it was. We're still way up on our house, and we've been paying payments every month on the damn thing. And with these low interest rates, every dollar we give our mortgage company, 98 cents of it goes against principal. It's great. We're paying off the old mortgage. We have equity. We have assets. We want to quit our day jobs. Help us. And writing stock options has become a way for some people to make this work. Welcome to the party. This is 2023, everybody. The world is upside down. It is not the same. It's not going back to the way it was in 2019. Those days are over. It's done. Finito. Never going back to that ever again. We have dramatically shifted the ground under our feet, whether we like it or not. It's completely shifted. And people are finding themselves in a whole area that they didn't realize they were in, and they're now reassessing what to do with themselves. Kids coming out of college right now, looking for work, are trying to find an employer to take them on. And the key here for these kids is, can they find a job that is worthy economically to take, that will get them out of student debt? Because there are kids coming out of college nowadays that, they've been in school since 2013, 10 years, some of these kids. I mean, advanced master's degree holders and so on. I mean, others have been in school 5 years, 4 years. They started 2019, 18, 17, 2016, 2015. What they were promised or what they expected to happen upon graduation back in 2015, 16, 17, 18 isn't there. It isn't there anymore in most cases, there are kids coming out of medical schools, out of nursing schools going, do I really want to become a nurse right now? I don't want, there are hospitals I don't want to be part of. I'm only going to work for private clinics. I'm not going to work in a meat factory place where there's nothing but emergency and emergencies and emergency and crisis health. I didn't sign up for MASH. There's those questions. There's the questions of people who thought they were going to go and work for a large company with a big office campus, and they would have benefits and office parties and get together, and everyone's working from home. And or the kids have found they had to work from home to graduate. They had to study from home. Just like you and I had to stay home, they had to stay home. They're coming into the workplace going, I don't need to be in an office cubicle somewhere. And I'm not going to be told by some 38-year-old manager whose entire mission in life is to not be my manager and move higher and grind the managers now. And I'm going to be told to make 200 calls an hour to cold call people to do this and do that. I'm not doing that job. Yeah, no, thank you. No, I'm going to work from home and I'm going to do something completely different. I don't have to do that. And this is the entire thing's been upset. And yeah, jobs, people are being hired. If you can get them, they're being hired. You want a job, you can get a job. And you got skills, oh, are you in demand? And you can demand way more money. And this is what's been happening with unions and been happening with organized labor groups, knowing what their workers are worth now. Whereas up until 19, what was your wage gain every year from 2010 to 2019? What kind of raises did you and your friends and your relatives and people you've known over the years, fellow college people and fellow high school pals, what kind of pay increases were we noticing all through the 2010 to 2019 timeframe? 2% a year, 2.5%, 1%, 3%. Cost of living. Times are tough. Cost of living, because employers had employees crushed, absolutely crushed and devastated. And there were states in the United States, and these rules are still in effect in some of these states, where it became illegal for minimum wage employees to leave one place to work for another place for more money. It became so corporate friendly that corporations were able to convince politicians to crush their own employees or the demographic of their employees to keep them poor and keep them working for them for nickels and dimes. The worst form of slavery you can imagine, modern day slavery, right in America. It's beautiful. Unbelievable garbage going on out there. Things have changed. Things have really changed. You guys here, congratulations for joining us here. You really want to see what's going on in the outside world and make it work for you. I can't congratulate you more. Whether I'm the answer or others are the answer, you're looking, you're studying, you're observing, and you're trying to figure out, am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right place? Or should I be moving somewhere else and doing something else? This is what it's about. And I'm proud of you guys. Look, what's going to happen here? I can't find. Jon Snow wants to know, where are filings showing the position Ryan Cohen has in Nordstrom. I tried to do a quick look at SEC filings, and I couldn't get them to pop up either. Apparently, he's been buying stock for a while, and now it's come out that he's got stock, but we'll probably find out later today, maybe tomorrow. Ryan Cohen has made a move into Nordstrom. And now the question is, what does this mean for GameStop? What does this mean for any other investments he has? And what does it mean for the market in general? What does it mean for meme investors? What is this all talking about? Because all of a sudden, we've had a couple things happen in January that have caught the market observers by surprise. January was the highest participation rate by retail investors in the stock market since the boom time of GameStop. When GameStop made its big run, that was the height of stay-at-home investors investing, retail investors, small investors. January was the highest number ever recorded of how many folks are doing this. It's unbelievable. The markets, of course, have been higher in January, And some stocks have done rather well. And there's a lot of speculation out there that if a guy like Ryan Cohen moves into a stock like Nordstrom, what happens to the Nordstrom stock, number one, and what happens to what's going to happen to stocks that are other meme type stocks? What's going to go on over there? That is what we're wondering about right now. It's to me, I think it's a great thing. More fresh cash coming into the market, which means a whole bunch of money going into the options market, because a lot of these small investors don't have money to buy 1,000 shares of GameStop and just run the stock. They have enough money to buy 5 calls in GameStop, or they can buy calls in Tesla, or they can buy a call on Google, or on whatever other stocks they want to buy options on. You guys are option writers. You want more gamblers coming to the casino floor. You want people lined up to play your slot machine. That's what you want. You want them paying a higher premium to get contracts. That means more money in your account when you write them. And you now can fold your arms and look for the depreciation that inevitably comes with time. And you will be paid an even bigger return for your patience. And that's the name of this game, kids. Patience. You have to become a patient assassin to wait your turn to pull the trigger and make your dough. We have a ton of stuff to follow here. My goodness, are we going to have some fun today? It's option expiry day, by the way. I don't know if anyone mentioned that. It's option expiry day. Right now, I see markets here 8 cents lower at the moment on Rocket Lab. We were up 26 yesterday. SoFi was up 34 yesterday. We're down 20 at the morning. At the moment, we're off at 749. I don't know if that's going to last long. GameStop was up 87 cents yesterday. We're down 36 cents this morning to 22.34. Matterport was up 12, was down 11 this morning. 23andMe is no change. It was up 19 yesterday. Spire was up 2 cents yesterday. We have no change. ATIP, I don't have any trades this morning. We were up 7.5 yesterday, or up, sorry, 3/4 of a penny yesterday. Pardon me, 44 cents. SmartRent up 2 yesterday, no changes this morning. Cyxtera down 17 yesterday, down 13 today to 262. It's backing up. Apple up 539 yesterday, is now down 284. Goldman Sachs up 376 yesterday, down 60 cents this morning. Cisco was up 75 yesterday, off 47 this morning. Tesla was up 686 yesterday. Right now it's down 156. It was up $3-4 about half an hour ago, but the unemployment thing has caused some unsettling of the markets. ARC Innovations up 272 yesterday to 44.41, right now down 149. Microsoft was up 11.85 yesterday, down 5.41 today. Bed Bath Beyond was up 50 cents yesterday, down 9 today. Pfizer was up 37 cents yesterday, down 4 cents right now. HPQ was up 92 cents to 30.79. It's off 30 cents still at 30.49. Carvana up 69 cents to 14.25 yesterday, down $1.03 to 13.22. Alphabet, Google up 7.37 during the day yesterday, down 4.90 this morning. They disappointed last night on earnings, and their stock isn't even giving up what they gained yesterday. Amazon also disappointed. They were up 7.76 during the day yesterday. They're only down 6.50. They aren't backing off more or even equal to what they gained yesterday. Nvidia up 7.66 yesterday, down 4.96. Back to Apple. As I said, it was up 5.39 yesterday. It's only down 3.17 today. They disappointed. These three giant stocks, Google, Amazon, Apple, all missed the mark. They all missed their estimates. May have been lowered estimates, but they missed them anyway, and they're not down even the amount that the shares were up yesterday. We can have an update today. When it's all said and done, we may have a green day today. And when it's all said and done, this is a dead cat sell-off that could be going on. Now, the wild card is this unemployment report, this 500,000 person hiring spree for January. But a lot of analysts may say, nah, this is companies reorganizing themselves. This is a 1 month, outlier. We really have to kind of, calm ourselves. In other words, be patient. But people aren't patient. They're desperate. They're desperate for results. They're desperate for something, and they've got outside pressures to make their lives better. So we'll see how they react. When you're impatient, people make mistakes. When people make mistakes, other people make money off of those mistakes. You have to be that person. You have to be the person making money on other people's impatience and urge to trade or do something or make something work. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that kind of move because that's where you, the patient one, will win. Because there's a day after tomorrow coming, and there's a day after that as well. And bills just keep coming every month, whether you have a good week or a bad week, it doesn't matter. The Dow down 193 right now, half a percentage point roughly. S&P down 45, NASDAQ down 229, 243 now, 1.9% drop on NASDAQ. I think NASDAQ is really reflecting what's going on. We had a 300-point gain yesterday. That was reflective of how much money was coming into the market, and it was retail investors jumping into high growth expectation stocks. And they ran up the Microsoft, they ran up Apple, they ran up Google, they ran up Amazon, and they ran up a whole bunch of other stocks. Today, that sector is getting hit. And there you go. There's the retailer investor now going, I got to get out. I got to get out. There you go. Crude oil up 8 cents, by the way, 75.96. Oh, this is going to be interesting. A most interesting day. And we'll see how this goes. Ron Lowe, number 88. I have been working on getting better with writing and not panicking. Just wait it out and buy back after time depreciation and dips. Always writing and not guessing has made me more money. There you go. And let's see what else is going on here. Samwell is asking me a question about what do you think about selling covered calls on leveraged ETFs? I don't really follow leveraged ETFs very much. I talk about SMH, the one ETF, which is the technology chip ETF, which has been running up lately. But I really don't cover ETFs. As you know, if you're here every day, you know I really cover Dow 30, S&P 500, and then I have a collection of former SPACs that I've kind of adopted that I like, and that's it. That's what I follow. I can't follow a million stocks. I am not a stock promoter, and I'm not a stock recommender in any real way. I'm asked my opinion. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And that's what I give. And I give. I don't buy and sell any stock here, by the way. I don't trade myself. I don't have a trading account. I'm an opinion giver. And I'm here to guide you along the road as to what's going on. You're the ones who trade. I don't trade. I don't have a conflict of interest with you on any stocks, on any option positions, nothing. I'm not a trader of that stuff. I'm here to educate. And if I can help guide you and keep you out of trouble, which I think is my number one objectives as well, keep you away from making mistakes, then I think we're on our way. By the way, making a mistake, have you noticed there's a balloon floating over the United States of America that apparently is from China? Apparently, the Chinese launched a balloon way up in the stratosphere to observe what's happening in the United States. You'd think that with the number of Chinese spies all over the United States, there have got to be a million Chinese in the United States who are acting on behalf of their government, whether they like it or not, to tell their government what's going on over in the USA. They're launching a balloon, and the balloon is caught in the stratosphere or whatever, and it's up there. And the Americans have declined to shoot it down, which I find interesting because the Americans could shoot that thing down in a microsecond if they wanted to. But why would you do that? If you shoot the thing down in secret, no one knows about it. If you leave it up there and let the world media cover it, it embarrasses the hell out of the Chinese government. It makes them look like goofballs, doofuses, Keystone cops. It makes them look so stupid that they have a balloon up there, and everyone in the world just shakes their head and go, how primitive are these people? I mean, they are just so backward in the modern world, yet they can create with their talent and their hardworking people, they can create some of the most incredible advanced technology products, although I guess it's American patents. And yet they use balloons to look up, go fly them over Montana to see where the nuclear sites are. I mean, the nuclear sites are online. You want to know where all the nuclear locations are? They're pretty well online, There's people out there who brag about where they are. They're all over Idaho. They're in Wyoming. The red states. They're all over the red states over there. No problem. Not a secret, okay? Not a secret. There are movies made about this stuff, and there are people in America who've bought abandoned silos. Remember those missile silos that were built in the 50s and the 60s? There are all kinds of folks who've bought these things and have moved into them and made them their homes. All kinds of crap like that. I mean, what are the Chinese? The Chinese just are so. I can't. I love Chinese people. Okay, the people I don't have a problem with. Never have. It's the rulers of these people, these gangsters, that have integrated themselves into the upper echelon of the Communist Party, who control the military, the secret police, the other secret police. Oh, and the other secret police you don't know about. All the snitches that they have forced to tell them what's going on. Those are the folks I have a problem with. I have a big problem with those folks. And it's the same in Russia with Putin and his gang, and it's the same in other countries where you've got the dictators that never leave and they never quit, and they only give up power when they're basically in a coffin. It's the only time they give it up. I have problems with these guys, but hey, what can I say? There's a balloon floating over America, and I say, way to go, America. I think this is great. I think the U.S. government, the U.S. military is doing the right thing. Let that thing just stay up there for days and days and days, and let the world media cover it. And eventually, all Chinese people will know that their government is so inept that they've put up a balloon up there, and that they're spying on America with a balloon. I think it's fantastic. It just reflects what idiots they are, absolute morons. And yet they want to invade Taiwan and they want to take over Asia and all that. Yeah, they're going to cause destruction. They're going to cause death, and they're going to pay a terrible price too. For whatever reason, nobody wants to trade anymore. People now want to shoot bullets instead of trade and negotiate. That seems to be what's going on. It's sad, really. Now the Ukraine thing. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen with that? Now we know the tanks are going in. Now advanced rocket systems are going in. Oh, the Russians are going to have a bad time over there. It's not going to go very well. Boy, if you're a parent. You're a parent of Russian kids that are in that army over there of theirs. You got to be sweating, wondering what is going to happen to my kids, because boy, these kids that are on the front lines in Ukraine and even in the rear positions, if these high precision rockets are launched, guided within 5 feet of accuracy, man, you hope your kid isn't sitting in an important installation of some kind that's going to be taken out, because it's not going to be pretty. But yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what to say. It is what it is. Kids, we're here to make money, and I think you're going to do well. I'm quite excited for you. We have options expiring today, of course. The key here for you guys is, if GameStop wants to go higher, guess what you do? You're looking at rollovers. If Apple wants to stay down, go lower, you're going to do buybacks, and then you're going to do rollovers on the way down. If GameStop wants to go down $3-4, guess what? You're going to buy back calls that you rolled into up here. You're going to buy those back for way less money, and you're going to roll into lower priced calls closer in time and pick those off. You're going to constantly look for ways to bring more money into your account in cash, and adjust your strike price and time frame on the options you have outstanding. Option traders, option writers, that's what you do. It's just like in Las Vegas. If there's a crowd around a slot machine that for some reason is paying out all kinds of money, you wait until 3 a.m. as a casino owner. Then you send your casino crew over there. You take that machine out, put another machine in, and tomorrow when there's a crowd around that machine that looks like the other machine, it's the one that's taking everybody's money. In the old days, that's the way it used to be done. Today, they probably reprogram it from the software room upstairs. There is no slot machine in Vegas that's going to just spill money out for no good reason. That's not going to happen. There are so many sophisticated systems in Vegas. If you've been in Vegas the last 5 years, 3 years, if you've walked the floors lately of some of these casinos, what you don't hear anymore, you don't hear bells and whistles going off all over the place all the time on the casino floor where the slot machines are. because no one wins jackpots anymore of any significance. The most you're going to be able to win is $300, $200, $500. You don't hear and you don't see people sitting in front of slot machines like this waiting for a $3,000 payout because that's over the $1,200 allowable under the IRS rules. You don't see that anymore because there aren't machines that pay like that anymore unless you're in the high roller room. And over there, they're trying to do it elegantly and quietly and not so, brashly. Uh, Back in the day, 10 years ago, you'd walk the floor of the MGM casino and there'd be thousands of slot machines and you'd hear bells going off all over the place and casino runners all over the place, the folks doing hand payouts all over the place with crowds watching people get hand payouts. You don't see that anymore. It's over. Casinos don't pay. They can't afford it. They need losers and they need a lot of losers. And they would rather get rid of all that hype and have you lose money on the slot machine and then go into the restaurants and have a steak for $50 or a burger for 15 or $20. They got to make money off of you every second they can get. And if you're not going to shove it into a machine, they're going to get it when you shove food in your mouth or order a drink at a restaurant or go into their sports bar or whatever. They've got to make money. Remember the rooms, $29 a night, $39 a night in Vegas? Those are the resort fees now. The so-called resort fee that you will pay is $29, $39, $49 a night. The problem is it's January, February now, and if you go to a Las Vegas resort or Las Vegas property, the pools are closed. The jacuzzis aren't open on the outside. They're all shut down for the winter. What's this resort fee? Is this to what is it to look at the resort that I can't use fee? Vegas has become untenable for a lot of people, and what can I say? It is what it is. Welcome to the party, pal. You're a casino owner and you're offering slot machines for gamblers to play with, option gamblers. And you're going to do rather nicely if you hang around this crowd here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Those of you who've been throwing me a thumbs ups already, I can't thank you enough. If you are able to find the thumbs up button for us, hit it hard right now for us. We love to hit 200 thumbs ups as soon as we can on every morning show. We have 113 of them so far. If you can find that thumbs up button and nail it, we would get ourselves really close to 200 thumbs ups here, even before the opening. We are, I guess, 21 minutes away from starting up the day, and we are looking for 200 thumbs ups if at all possible. Thank you guys for all of your support of this channel. 22.30 is where I see GameStop right now, down 30 cents. Let me take a refresh here on our pre-market opening. Lots going on here. We're down 8 cents on Rocket Lab. We're off 24 at the moment on SoFi, 40 on GameStop. We've got Matterport off 11 cents. We've got 23andMe down a penny, Aspire down a penny. ATIP almost up a half a penny. Nothing on SmartRent. Cyxtera down 13. Apple down 251 now. Goldman off 225. Cisco down 72 cents. Tesla down 341. ARC down 173. Microsoft is off 598 after gaining 1185 yesterday. Remember that. Pfizer unchanged. HPQ down 31. Google down 540 after gaining 730 yesterday. Amazon gained 770 yesterday. It's down 660. Nvidia was up 760 yesterday. It's down 597. We do not see pre-market massive sell-offs anywhere right now. And that is just screaming at me that this sell-off isn't all that deep. We're down 232 on the Dow. This is not enough. We should be up 600-700 points if we were really having a bad day coming up here. We're down 50 on S&P. NASDAQ is down 265. That is the one index that truly is reflecting a sell-off. But that index is reflecting, in my opinion, a whole bunch of retail investors that have come into this market in the last month looking for a new year gain of some kind. And I don't know how long they were going to be around for. I honestly don't know. And they've been chasing gains, and this morning they're kind of heading for the exits. Maybe they're heading for the exits to get into something else, just shift their positions, but that's what's going on right now. Oil is up 42 cents at 76.31. Welcome all to the show, the party. the heartache, the dreams, the wishes, the aspirations of greatness. Nice to see you. We're up to 123 thumbs ups. Thank you. 10 more have come in. You guys are listening. I appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button for us and give us a bit of momentum today. We would appreciate it. Those of you who have become members of the channel this week, I cannot thank you enough for that. A number of you have upgraded your membership from basic level to the gold bagel level. Thank you for that. You're able to join me every morning for the pre-alert show that I do before this one, and also Wednesday nights prime time with your buddy Uncle Bruce, 8 o'clock every Wednesday evening, just for Gold Bagel members. Thank you all for the participation. I've been here now 2 years live. Late January of 2021, I started going live every market day. And we've adjusted the timing of our shows a little bit over the years, but I'm on twice a day, 8:30 and 3 o'clock, covering the markets, and now the Gold Bagel Alert Show in the morning and Wednesday night prime time. And it has really been humbling to have you watch me and follow me from around the world. It's incredible. Thank you all so much. If you have any questions about the markets, I'll be happy to attempt somehow, maybe, to be able to answer these questions. Easier said than done. We're going to head over now for commentary is going to now be restricted to members only. If you would like to become a member, just hit that join button. You'll see just below my screen here, and become a member of this channel. And you can join at either the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level or the Gold Bagel level if you like. And not only do you get to send comments here and questions during market trading time, but you get to use the coveted, highly coveted knee emoji that our friends over at Monty Python created many, many years ago. The knee emoji is a powerful tool that viewers of this channel take advantage of to make the market do what they want when they want. You must respect the Knights of Knee. Don't mess with these guys. If you don't understand the power of the knee emoji, you're kidding yourself. Paul Scatar knows what we're talking about. He is not going to mess around. Christina knows. Absolutely, the knee emoji is one of the most powerful tools in all of YouTube. And most of the world has no idea what we're talking about. But those who are here know. Maria Powell knows the knee emojis. You don't mess around with these guys. Get your chance. Get your hands on these knee emojis. Become a member today, and you too can use the knee emoji. Dude knows. Dean knows. All the newbies know that the knee emoji is not to be messed with. A deep value. Don't forget the Engelberries, D.H. Ruda, Constantine, the Knights of Knee. Andrew, thank you for hitting the knee emojis. We have some fun around here. We try not to take ourselves too seriously, but we do seriously try to make money. That's what we all want to do. Mirko, how you doing, buddy? Welcome from Deutschland. Maria is doing it. Joe K is here. Lame Duck Verde. They're all figuring it out. They're finding their knee emojis, and they're popping them up here. The knee attack is underway. This market will do exactly as we want. Certain stocks we want to go up, certain stocks we want to go down, certain we want to go sideways. The knee emoji solves all problems. And Flint Creek is here. Thank you, guys. Constantine, number 131. Thank you, my friend, for the 131st thumbs up. They keep coming in. Thank you, guys. This is so much fun. Cody, those were the good old days. Uncle Bruce charged to the aid of the retail investor in the wake of the GameStop squeeze, one of the first islands of truth on the internet regarding the market. Hector, doubting philosopher. Larry Titus, Karen is here. Oscar Davila, dude, this is a curling and Monty Python fan chat. No stocks here. Zeta State, thank you, my friend, for the knee emoji attack. Alex is here. I'm number 132. I'm lurking. Here are some knee emojis for everybody. Fantastic. All knee. The thing is, when you hit the knee emoji, you have to say the words knee to make it even more effective. And so that means right now around the planet, there are all kinds of viewers of this channel going knee. It's Friday, kids. Lighten up and welcome to the party. Great to have you here. It's nice to see you all. Thank you for joining me. If you are new to this channel, a couple of things you're noticing. This guy's set sucks. He's just sitting in a bedroom here. little office here. I'm in a condo in Palm Desert. No fancy graphics, no fancy anything. Like, geez, we're talking primal. You'll also notice that I basically try to read almost all the comments that come through here. I do the best I can, especially once I go to members only mode, and try to address people's thoughts, needs, wants, and desires. Constantine Ungerverse, I have 8 calls available for writing. Wait for the first hour of the opening or write right away. And what is a good write? I have no idea what stock you're talking about. You're what? I'm guessing it's GameStop. I'm going to guess you want to write on GameStop, but I have no idea. Yeah, well, let's see how the market wants to open up here. Let's see how this market wants to kind of move along, and you'll shop your option chain. And if you're going to write calls, you want to write calls for some serious money here. So you're not writing 1 week or 2 week calls. Don't get sucked into this 1 week game. You don't need pennies. You need dollars to pay bills. You also want time to be able to make the next move, because there's always a next move when you're a writer of an option. This isn't a one and done deal. You don't just write an option and go, okay, I'm done now. I'm going to retire rich. It doesn't work that way. This option writing game is an ongoing marathon that never stops. And so you have to be in a position to be able to make your next option move with comfort, and with the ability to give yourself a clear head and not be panicked into a trade, because I've got to get you away from making last-second decisions that are wrong. You cannot get caught in that trap. And so, Constantine, take a look at GameStop options. If that's what you're thinking, I think that's what you are thinking. There it is, GameStop. look at writing March, April, May contracts out of the money for big cash. Bring in $4 a contract. Can you bring in $5 a contract? I don't know what the premiums are. You'll know. You've got the option chains in front of you. I'm watching everything here under the sun. Take a look at bringing in some serious dough from options and put it in your account. It's going to go right in there right away. When you write an option, the money lands in your account instantly. And that's where it should be until you give some of it back. And you will decide how much to give back when. But look, if the stock wants to open a little lower and then have a little surge in the first hour of the day, you're going to let that happen. And you're going to go, great, okay, I'm going to pick off here. I'm going to write some calls because the stock has popped up a little bit. Maybe you'll write 24s. Maybe you'll write 25s. Maybe you will write $26 contracts. The higher, the better, because if the shares level off and begin to back off, you're instantly out of the money on the calls you've written, and they will depreciate very quickly, obviously. And that's what you want. So yeah, be mindful. Let's keep what's going on. Flint Creek is saying that my dogs look at me like something is wrong when I go, neat, neat, neat. What is going on with that owner of mine? The master is losing it. There you have it. All righty. What else is going on? Thank you, Christina. And Christina's going to help out. Mirko, Mr. Premium, the option. It's beer o'clock somewhere. Is what Mirko was saying already. 6:20 in the morning where I am. Was it 9:20 in the morning in New York? And sometime in the afternoon in Europe. That much I know. So yes, welcome all to the party. Constantine, thank you, Uncle Bruce. I am thinking of writing 25s far out. I'm thinking of further out in time, $25 contracts, bringing in some cash. Let's see what gives. Job growth was double the forecast, challenging the Fed. That is the headline here from Barron's. That's how powerful the jobs report was this morning. Double forecast. It's incredible. See what's going on here. 517,000 jobs created in January. No one was calling that. Boy, isn't Biden a great president? You got to say, when whoever the president is, when jobs come up like this, you have to give the credit to the president. And so Biden is one of the greatest presidents of all time because the jobs numbers are as high as they are in the middle of a bear market and a recession. That has to be administration policies. I mean, it certainly can't be from Congress because there's nothing happening over there except members of Congress taking members of Congress off of committees. That's the only thing they're doing over there. There's retribution going on in the House of Congress. They're getting nothing done. The big debate right now in the House of Congress is whether or not members of Congress are allowed to bring loaded weapons into the chamber and into committee rooms. That is the big debate going on at the House of Representatives that you folks vote in down there. And we in the outside world are going, why are they wasting their time with this crap all the time? It's unbelievable. They don't govern themselves. It's a free for all. It just blows our mind. And yet, American people are the greatest folks to get to know. They're great to hang out with. They're fun. They're smart. They're hardworking. And American companies are the ones we love to invest in because, after all, it's freedom reigns in economics, and we all like making money. Man, oh man, it just blows our minds outside the United States what is happening within. I don't know. I don't get it. Apparently, they took the magnetometers away. Those are the mags. These are the machines that detect guns on you, like metal. You know, if you walk through a magnetometer, like at the airport, they took them away from the House of Congress. They took them away. There are members of the House of Commons who openly want to carry loaded weapons into their committee meetings. You get called to be a witness at Congress about whatever, and you don't like the answer you're given. You want to be talking to some senator or congressman who you know has a loaded weapon attached to their leg or something. Yikes! Unbelievable. I don't know I just don't understand it. Anyway, and due to saying, you know, if you're going to do these knee emojis, the best way to make it effective is to open the window and project out. Neat, let the world know you're doing it. Unbelievable. Congress has been wasting time for years. Unreal. Thankfully, in the last 2 months of Congress, the Democrats rammed through all kinds of spending bills to get them all done. So the Pentagon is financed. There's nobody going to mess with that for another year. A lot of other departments have been kind of funded. So this gives the Republicans a good 6 months to just screw around and basically score political points and score political basically behind the scene assassinations is what's going on right now. So a whole bunch of nonsense is going on over there, and don't think that the Democrats aren't taking notes. They are. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. It's a spiral to the bottom over there, and it's absolutely pathetic. Anyway, there it is. So much fun. What can I say? D in Democrat stands for deliver. Deep value Wayfair did go up 11% yesterday, but now it's down 6% in the pre-market. Sell My House is saying we like our guns. People outside of the United States just do not realize how important that is to us. And Alberto, Uncle, I'm here. You can begin now. Fantastic. What blows my mind is a country like Germany and the UK. The number of people that die from gun violence is a handful. Apparently, in Germany, they have reports, national reports that come out. How many times a policeman fired a weapon in Germany per year? Not each one. I mean, all of them. And there are years where German police officers do not fire their weapon once. Not one cop ever fires their weapon in Germany for a year. You can imagine every small town in the United States couldn't keep up with the paperwork. Can you imagine the city of Chicago having to file reports like that? They'd have to hire all kinds of people just to track it all the time. It'd be impossible. It's shocking. It is shocking how the rest of the world operates versus how it is here. It is incredible. It is really an incredible thing. I'm actually amazed already. I have been somewhat amazed. Why is it that every single shopping mall in the United States doesn't have mag machines already? And why don't public buildings automatically have these? Because it's just so prolific out there. But hey, I'm not an American. I'm just a Canadian. I love being here, but I can guarantee you I am not hanging out at the gun clubs. I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to help you make money in the market. And whatever you want to do, it's your call. It's your gig. More power to you. We love you. We don't understand you, but we love you. And what can I say? It is what it is. We have now 3 minutes to go before we start trading. We're going to have all kinds of bullets going off here. We're down 199 on the Dow, now down 203, S&P down 51, NASDAQ down 262, crude up 25 cents a barrel at the moment. And let's see, what else is going on here? Cody, I'm down in Texas, Uncle Bruce. I know a lot of red teamers. This dysfunction isn't going unnoticed. Sell my house, and I despise Republicans as much as I despise the Democrats. We need more parties, I think, because neither party represents me. Beach Boy Alberto's here. We are legally on. TIFF in Germany, 530 people died by gun use of a police officer since 1952. So 50 years. There's your stats. Bama Babe, 517,000 jobs added in January. Unemployment rate 3.4%. Expected 188 and 4.3. Unbelievable, isn't it? Maria, politics, the great divider of people. Christina, I guess this is weird to people that aren't in America, but we go to Walmart and people have a loaded gun on their hip. What bugs me is I went into a sports store the other day. Jennifer wanted to buy a couple of walking sticks, and in the back corner of the store is a gun rack, and there are machine guns for sale there. And they're not hunting rifles. They have those. They have all kinds of guns, including semi-automatic weapons, at a sports store in Palm Desert, California. It just gives me chills to see. I see those weapons up there, and then I notice in the media when they highlight the weapons used in school shootings and whatnot. I'm going, oh, that's right there. That's that weapon right there. That's what killed school kids. That's what a shooter took to a church. That's what was used in a shopping mall. That's, on and on and on and on it goes. And I just kind of look at it and go, another day in America. It's incredible. Bama Babe, oops, expected 3.6%. JR, oh my God, did he really say all that stuff? Alberto, Beach Boy, you know what? We're ready to go. Neat. Hope today is a good day to buy. Let's see what's going on. 71 years now, says Coyote. Uncle Bruce, more than 50 years, actually, 71 years. 500 people died in Germany. Unbelievable. 71 years. Sorry, missed the knee emoji attack earlier. My wife was checking my ears to see if there was potatoes growing out of them. Credit Savage. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Of course, Uncle Bruce. Looks like we'll have a red day today. Sweet. We'll make money. We've been in the green making money all week. Bama Babe, JR, did you have any laughing out loud? Lorraine, I'm not sure what's going on. Bobby, machine gun with your favorite sport logo on it. Credit Savage, wait, we're making money in red days and green days? Is this real life? Tiff, we are worried because the number of people killed by the police per year is in the low 2 digits, 10 to 15 since 2015. A majority of them had mental sickness. Zeta State, AR-15s. JR, a guy I know went to his local church and his clip fell out of his pants onto the floor. Maria, the Credit Savage, yeah, let's go. Sell my house fast. Oh no, automatic weapons, run, hide. Maybe if someone carried guns, people wouldn't shoot places up as much. Yeah, the answer is more people with guns. More people with guns. That's the answer. Yeah. Larry Titus, bells are ringing. Thank God. Bobby, I feel attacked. I have a pew pew with my team's logo on it. Bama Babe, thanks, Larry. Bama, yes, they were. They looked like this. Larry, well, looks like a Wild West here. It is a bit of a Wild West show. Welcome all. Let's talk stock markets and make money. We are open, and let's get this thing going here. Thank you all for joining me today. Welcome to Friday Option Expiry Friday. Yes, finally. My goodness gracious, so much fun here. And can we bring back swords? There you go. Tiff, our solution, give the police officers better training for the situation. The average time of training to become an officer is 30 months. In some U.S. states, only a couple of weeks. Coyote, sell my house fast. Yeah, it's clearly how the rest of the first world handles it. Alberto, thanks, Larry. Maria, thanks, Larry. Thank goodness it's stock time. Let's go. We've got... let's take a peek here at our market. I've got the Dow at the moment. I think we're down 129. Let's double check. We were down about 200 right at the bell, just as the bell was going off. And we're now looking at The Dow down 135 so far this morning in the first 2 minutes. Cyxtera up 269.5, down 5.5 cents. GameStop 22.49, down 21. ATIP at 44.1, no change. I've got Tesla down $1.95 at 186.32. I've got SoFi off 32 cents to 740. This is the low was 731. We're now at 740 on 2.5 million. So we popped back 9 cents off the low so far. Apple 149.84, down only 98 cents. HBQ down 36 cents. Google down 4.53 to 104. This is a nothing burger. Moderna down 99 cents. Cisco down 38. Pfizer down 22. IBM is up 23. Microsoft down 4.49. ME down 8. Rocket Lab down 11. Matterport down 20. SmartRent down 7. Spire down 2. Amazon off 6.29. Home Depot down 5.40. Netflix down 4.43. Vanik Vectors down 4.68. Adobe down 6.18. Again, all in the first 3 minutes at the moment. Goldman down 180, Boeing down 41 cents, Meta down 231 at 186. Royal Caribbean down 94 cents to 68.40. What else is going on here of note? Target down 263, JP Morgan up 38 cents, Costco down 346, Walmart down 18, Disney down 164, Nvidia down $6, and American Airlines down 12 cents. Not much going on. Down 119 on the Dow. We do not have a massive follow-through sell-off happening here that was feared. NASDAQ is the loser at the moment, down 214 points, 1.75%, but the first half an hour to an hour will really know if there's a sell-off or not. Do we have a rally coming back in here? We're going to figure this out and see what's going on. Anyway, there it is. What else is going on? Moving through comments, I just want to talk market. So let's go to market comments. So anybody has market comments, you let me know. 108 is the drop on the Dow now. Again, improvement coming in. 43-point drop on S&P. Now it's 42. 217 drop on NASDAQ. Now it's a 214 drop. The markets are coming back a little bit. Oil is up 22 cents a barrel. Nothing much going on there. 76.10. There you go. Let's go. Gosh. Activision Blizzard to pay $35 million to settle SEC investigation. Right on. Interesting. Apple now 149.65, down $1. That's it. That's the sell-off right there. That tells you just what we're talking about here. There is no exit for the doors happening on this market. The market bought into this slowdown already and is ignoring it. The market is trading forward 6 months to 9 months. They're not interested in the last quarter. That seems to be the deal. And Apple did drop. It dropped down to 125 in December, January. It's now back to 150. The drop is over. According to what I see here, that's what I'm noticing. Cyxtera has gone green, 277, up 2 cents now. GameStop down 34 cents at 22.36. ATIP is up 0.4 of a penny, 44.5. Tesla's now green, 189.02. SoFi 742, slowly inching its way back, 743 now, coming back. The high so far 750 on SoFi. Apple down 161, HBQ down 34, Google down 525, Moderna down 64, Cisco off 37 cents, Pfizer only off 7 cents. IBM is up 32 cents to the green. Microsoft is just down $5. It was up 11 yesterday. I think this market wants to go higher. ME right now at 266.5, down 8.5 cents. We've got Rocket Lab down 8 cents, coming back up at 516. Matterport is only down 16 now, 368. That's coming back. SmartRent down a penny. It's coming back up. Spire is green. It's up 2.8 cents. 124.8 on Spire. Amazon 106.36, down 655. Home Depot down 8. Netflix down 5.5. There are stocks worse off in price today than the 3 companies that lost money last night that announced their results. Apple, Google, Amazon, those shares are doing better than other stocks that haven't announced earnings. Just to kind of show you what a nothing burger this is, as far as the market is considering right now what to do. The NASDAQ isn't even down 200 anymore. It's down 192, down 1.58%, and coming on. It's coming on right now. Let me double check something here on the Dow. Dow's down 122 at the moment, and as far as the stocks go, the losers for the Dow Jones Industrial, Home Depot down 2.5%, Salesforce down 2%. These aren't catastrophic drops. Nike down 1.6%, Disney down 1.6%, Microsoft down 1.55%. On the winner side, we don't have many yet, but United Health Group, that was dragging the Dow lower yesterday, up 1.3%. Chevron is up 1%. Procter & Gamble up 0.75 of a point. Travelers up 0.72. Amgen up 0.5 point. Caterpillar up 0.4. JP Morgan up 0.29. So there's about 8 winners. The rest are losers, but we have about 12 Dow stocks that aren't even off 1%. That's a third of the Dow that isn't even off 1%. We really don't have a serious sell-off going on here. 108 on the downside. This is a nothing burger right at the moment. We've got S&P down 38. We have NASDAQ down 191 at the moment. Welcome to today's party, everybody. It's great to have you here. Let's see what's going on. Following on. Manager number 152. Thank you. Let's go. I should have written some 8s yesterday. No, you don't. You don't want to write anything. Let's go. Options nomads. Could you share more about what it means that the market is trading forward 6 to 9 months? Well, generally speaking, in the history of the markets, the indexes and stocks on the public markets, people buy and sell Apple stock today, not because of what they did last week, what they did 5 years ago. People are buying Apple stock today and or selling it today based on what they think the stock is going to do going forward. Now, if you're a seller of Apple today, it could be because you bought the stock a month ago for 125 and you're just making a profit. It could be that you bought the stock a year ago at 100 or 2 years ago, or 4 years ago at $85 and you're just taking a profit. There's a zillion reasons why you're selling. Some are selling Apple today at 150.09 right now, thinking that in the next 6 months to a year, they're not going to do better than they've done in the last year. That's their take on it. People are buying Apple right now. The buyers, why are they buying it up? Well, they're either a short coverer, that could be it, but probably not. They're likely buying it because in a year from now, they believe that Apple's problems, whatever they were, are long behind them, and that the profitability of the company will be higher. They have faith in the fact that the company, which has been buying $90 billion of their stock back for the last several years or so, will keep doing that. And they just believe that the shares will be higher priced and they have a better vibe on it. Now, Apple is part of all the stock indexes, of course. Pfizer is part of the Dow 30. Microsoft and many others. They're part of the Dow, they're part of the S&P, they're part of NASDAQ's indexes. The indexes themselves are a reflection of what the market thinks as a whole, what's going to happen. Now, you might sit back and go, well, okay, if you buy Apple shares, you're a believer in Apple, but you're not necessarily a believer in the world economy. If you're a buyer of Pfizer, you might be a fan of drug stocks, but you're not necessarily a fan of computer stocks or automotive or other sectors. Fair enough. But if you follow the Dow index, you follow the NASDAQ index, you follow the S&P 500 index, and you see that these indexes are generally rising overall. Look at a 3-month chart, a 1-year chart, a 2-month chart. Go out a little further than a week or two, you'll see a pattern perhaps. You may find that if you go far enough back on, say, the Dow Jones, you'll see a pretty good rise that happened over a long, long period of time, except for the COVID breakout in 2020 when the Dow dropped 35% and then recovered a few months later to go higher. You'll notice the sell-off in the great financial meltdown of 2007, 8, and 9. You'll notice how the Dow backed off and then recovered, came back. 9/11. If you go way back to 9/11, you'll find the Dow took a dump after 9/11, but then recovered and came along. There are still issues and there's still events that affect the Dow, but the overall curve, the overall long-term average, you'll see the Dow has risen and risen and risen until about a year and a half ago, when we began to get the notion that interest rates were going to be raised. And it was October, November of 2021 when the markets topped out ultimately. And it was 6 months later, March, guess what happened? Interest rates started to go up. That's when the Federal Reserve stepped in. Everyone said they waited too long, but they did it anyway, and that's what they did. And then world interest rates went up, inflation went up, and the market began to back off because the market started to figure in March of 2021 that, or in 2022, March 2022, that the next 6 months don't look so good. And they were right. Economic numbers started to come in weaker. The market predicted the fall down and the lack of performance of many, many public companies that are not generating the money they used to generate. Apple is the latest to join the group. 5% miss on sales. And we know Google and Amazon's been losing money quarter after quarter now for almost a year. This market has anticipated this. It anticipated this a year ago. It anticipated this November 2020, but people didn't believe it. People looked at it, well, the market topped out and it's backed off a little in December and January, but it'll come back. It didn't come back. And then when interest rates started to go up, people went, oh, it'll come back down and the Fed will get easy again. It didn't. And they're still saying it now. They do not believe the Fed and what they're saying and what they're doing, they're saying, oh, the Fed is lost. The street doesn't believe the Federal Reserve. The markets are showing today a drop, but not an incredibly bad drop. And so if you look at January, you're going to go, oh, wow, the market has had an okay month in January. This must mean that the economy and the market forecasters and the naysayers and all the prognosticators are going, oh, we must be getting ready for a pretty good run here. But if you look at the Dow for the last 6 months, that's the Dow for the last 6 months. What does that show you? Showing you a nothing burger. I mean, there was a dip, a recovery, and it's flat. You want to go for a 1 year chart on the Dow? What does that show you? Nothing good. That's not a market poised for an all-time run to record highs, is it? No, but let's go back 10 years. Here's the 10-year chart on the Dow. And there's that big dip in there right here. That dip, that was COVID right there. That was the COVID dip. And now look at the dip we're in now. Look at what we're up to there. Sorry about my reflection. This is a low-tech show, everybody. Here you can see we are faltering here. We're faltering here. Yeah, of course. The all-time high for 52 weeks is 35,800, but that's not the all-time high of the market. The all-time high was 39,000, something like that. It was higher than this. Now the question is, are we going to go higher or are we done for? What's that? Here again is 1992 to 2020. Here's a 30-year chart for you. Look at that. It looks like it's a bull market, doesn't it? Except for the top here. We've got all kinds of shenanigans happening up here. And that is because we have not had inflation like we have inflation now for 40 years. The charts don't go back far enough to remind us of it. And this is why today's market players are clueless as to how bad inflation can be for the economy and for the stock market. Clueless. And they're thinking, oh, well, the Fed's done now. They're not going to raise rates anymore. Maybe another quarter point. And then they're going to top out. And then they're going to let it all go down. And it's just going to be great. Corporations are going to make all kinds of money. They're going to make all kinds of profits. It's going to be wonderful. The problem is when inflation keeps going and going and going, the consumers that buy stuff from the publicly traded companies out there, they don't have as much free disposable cash to buy stuff anymore because the stuff they want to buy has gone up in price. Have you noticed the price of a dozen eggs? That is the one shocker price point for most Americans. And for low-income Americans, that is the shocker, how expensive eggs have become in the last 3 months. Because eggs, I mean, come on, chickens, eggs, we're talking, hundreds of years of experience on how to make eggs from chickens. I mean, it's a nothing burger. Why are eggs almost $1 a piece? This is insanity. That's inflation right there. When people have to spend $1 an egg and you've got a family of 5, we're going to have bacon and eggs for breakfast this morning. No, we're not. We can't afford bacon and eggs for breakfast because everybody gets 2 eggs. That's 10 eggs. That's $10 every day for breakfast. Hello? How many eggs do you use in the house for everything? I mean, think about it. And then every food product out there has eggs. We've got inflation building in here that's not going away. This idea that, oh, inflation is over and it's all going to be good now. Think again. Wage raises are phenomenal. Pay packets are going up phenomenally. About time, because people have been underpaid for 15, 20 years. This is also going to keep adding to the inflationary problem. And so the market right now is looking ahead, always does, 6 months to a year. And it tells you what it thinks about where the economy is going. That's what I'm talking about there. I hope that helped. Let's see what else is going on here. I've got some GameStop 20s and 21s, says Karen, that I haven't been able to roll yet on Bronco Bruce. I'll just cross my arms till they be closer to March 17. And there's that too. The stock, as far as GameStop is going right now, is up 88 cents. GameStop 23.58. Giddy up. That means, Karen, you're getting richer because what you own is going up higher and faster than what you've written. And this is all good stuff. You're going to be just fine. The contracts you've written, you're noticing now as these shares go higher, that more and more of the value of your contracts, the ones you wrote, is no longer time premium. More of the value is now book value. And time premium is shrinking and book value is increasing. Yet on the deep in the money calls you have, or the stock you have, the stock goes up penny per penny. That's straight right up there. Your deep in the money calls are going up 95 cents to every dollar. So if the stock goes up $1, your contracts are going up 95 cents each. You're gaining there and you're losing here, but less. And there comes a point in time where at 24, 25, if they want to go there, I don't know if they will, but if they did, 24, 25, you'll do a rollover into 22s, 23s, maybe 24s. You'll go forward into July's or August or September's, and you'll do that rollover when pushed. But you're going to go, hey, you want to go to $24 a share, man? You want to go to 24, 25 a share on the open market? My deep in the money calls are worth a lot of money. My shares are worth more money than they were back in December and January. We were at $16 back then. Go to 24. You want to go to $30 a share in March? Great. Great. My in the money calls are worth $20 each if I got those $10 2025s. They're worth $20 book value. I didn't pay $20 for those things. They're going to be trading at $22 each. Thank you. May I have another? I like this game. JR, if con is the opposite of pro, then what is the opposite of progress? That's pretty smart. Let's see. Manager, I was thinking of unloading some SoFi and then buying it back. I got greedy. Should have sold when it hit 824 and then bought it back today. I'm shelving my plans to sell now and wait for another time. Manager, don't ever mess with your SoFi shares. Don't do anything with the SoFi shares. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. You don't mess with Superman's cape, okay? You don't piss into the wind, all right? Leave SoFi the hell alone. Let it make you wealthy. Have you noticed what it's done in the last 20 minutes? Look at your SoFi. You're trading at 788 here. As blurry as that picture is, look at this. We're up 15, 16 cents on SoFi. We're heading back to $8. Don't get cute and think, oh, I'm going to sell it, then I'm going to buy it back, and I'm going to sell it. No, do not touch it with a 10-foot cattle prod. Leave your SoFi the hell alone and let them go to the stratosphere and make you wealthy as it can be. You're going to write options on them later, and you're going to sit back and go, this is easy. I'm going to be writing 3,000 contracts. I'm going to write 3,000 contracts. I mean, hello, if I can pull $1 a month out of my SoFi by writing contracts, I pull out $320,000 a month from my SoFi. What the hell are you thinking about day trading this stuff? What are you, nuts? No. No, I think I got my point across. I got to leave him alone. I've got to be easy on this guy. I can't be too nasty. Alberto, Tesla, Bruce, look at it go. Well, it's 194. We're up $6 on your Tesla right now. Yeah, the market has turned around, hasn't it? It has kind of turned around. We're down 130 on the Dow. We're not down 500 points. We're down 31 in S&P. We're down 116 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's only down 0.95 a percentage point. Here we go. Anyway, what's going on? What else is going on? Yes, that makes sense. Option Nomad says about the index thing. Gotcha. Anyway, 194 Tesla. Yeah, wowza. GameStop is spicy today. Good morning. Number 162 says, who cares? Thank you for the thumbs ups. 162. Thank you, guys. Welcome, everybody. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Susan Shop's about keep a list of companies with lots of cash that they will use for stock buybacks. They're going to do those later. Buy long leaps and just hold. Once companies do buybacks of stock and prices, and your leaps will go up and you can write. Let's see. Yeah, the bird flu is wiping out millions of birds. That's right. I tell you, we've got issues out there, more than one. Good morning, Uncle B said, how you doing, Zed Estate? And Mike, looking for opinions on AMC stock, 6,000 shares at an average of $40 a share. What to do? You're about to be rolled back 10 for 1. So you're going to have 600 shares very shortly, and you're going to lose your butt on those stocks. They are going to fall in price, and as they fall, you're going to lose 10 times the money you're losing now, or 10 times the speed you're losing it now. It's 628. Whoop-de-doo. I don't know if you can write. Can you write $5 calls on them that are good for 3 or 4 months and get a piss pot of money? Can you do that and recover some of your dough? I don't know. I just, Mike, I don't even know why you're still holding this stuff. I don't know. What else? Goodness gracious. For those of you who didn't hear it yesterday, don't write on SoFi. I did against the advice, and I'm stuck in a position because of this volatility. And where are we now on SoFi? We're at 789, up 17 cents. Cyxtera's up 8. GameStop up 68 cents. ATIP down 0.7 of a penny. Tesla up 663 to 194.90. We're going for 200 here. SoFi 789, up 17 now. Apple 152.06. We're up $1. We're up $1.20 on Apple. Hello, anyone home? Hello. Google down 315. Wow. Amazon, where is it? 522. It's the only one of the three that had lousy results that's staying down. The others are recovering. Unbelievable. ME down 1.5 cents. ME down 0.5 penny. We're about to go positive on 23andMe. Rocket Lab is up 12. Matterport is up 5. SmartRent is up 4. Spire is up 4. We're only 25 minutes into the market. Turned around on all these stocks. They've all gone green. Wow. 125 still on the downside. 28-point drop on S&P. 99 on S&P. At the moment, and that 99 on NASDAQ, I should say. So 99 on NASDAQ, 27 S&P, 129 on the Dow. That's what we have. Unbelievable. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Welcome, everybody. Deuce Boost number 163. Thank you. BlackRock reports 13G filing a 7.2% stake in GameStop, says Deep Value Options. JR says, Uncle Bruce, please help me understand what it means when I read that the market is pricing in a soft landing. I might talk about that some other time. It's not that important. What else is going on? Oh, we got 170 thumbs ups. Thank you, Spicy. We're on our way to 200. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, who cares? Says, I had a handful of cover calls on SoFi last week. I took the hit and got out. Yes, that's it. Hey, Uncle Bruce, would you consider it going against your advice if I buy a bunch of calls before SoFi's earnings next week? I want to leverage. SoFi's earnings came out already. Against next earnings 3 months from now, just buy the stock. Just stop screwing around. Buy the stock. Cody, the bottom line for me is this: I can't change the system, and politicians don't want to, so I'll play their game and take some of their money off the table. Well, there you go. Okay. We're up. Where are we at now? We're down 93 on the Dow. We're down 25 on S&P. We're down 95 on NASDAQ. A whole lot better than at the beginning of the day. A whole lot better. Sextera, 290 up 15 cents. Another turnaround. Again and again, this thing turns around. GameStop up 72 cents to 23.42. ATIP unchanged. Now it's down 0.4 of a penny. It's jumping around. Tesla up 5.38. SoFi 7.88 up 16. I think we're on our way to breaking 8 again. We're going to break 8. Apple up 187. HPQ down 6 cents. Google only down 258. Moderna up 115. Cisco down 58 cents. Pfizer down 32. IBM down 36 cents. Microsoft down 279. ME down a penny. I think we're going to have a green day today. I think we might turn this market completely around and go green. The way this market is coming on and the way it's trading, there is no sell-off of any significance happening here. I just don't see it. We're 28 minutes into the market, and I think we're going higher. That's my gut telling me this. I could be wrong, but boy, I think we're going higher. Will GameStop hit 24 today? Maybe. Tesla 200 is a possibility. SoFi through 8 is a definite possibility. Absolute definite. We might hit that 850 level on SoFi later today because that is the resistance level we have to break. If we break that 830 to 850 resistance level on SoFi, $10 is your next stop. Watch out. Just saying. What else? Yeah, get your stink bids in, says dude. Yep. Anyway, there you go. Whatever, there you go. Lots of folks giving folks advice, which is the best part of this channel. People talking to each other. Welcome one and all to the party. So much going on. Are you guys getting a zillion junk mails every day in your emails? It's unbelievable how much crap I get every day. It's unbelievable. There are probably Chinese websites trying to get at me and everything else. It's unreal how many there are. It's scary. It's just scary out there. 179 thumbs ups now. Thank you guys for 179. There are 273 of you watching. Great to have you here. I think the only thing I can do to encourage the market to keep doing good things for us is to launch a little knee attack. It's time to put the Knights of Knee back to work to show this market who the hell is boss. We have made this market our bitch. And if this market wants to go down, fine. We'll make money on our contracts on the way down. This market wants to stay flat. Fine. We'll make money as our options time depreciate. This market wants to go up. Fine. We'll make money on rollovers. We are not afraid of this stock market. This stock market is our little baby, and we can do whatever we want with it. Spicy is saying, yeah. Richard Carlin, yeah. Larry Titus, yeah. Neat. Deep value investing. Neat. They're coming in here. Sell my house fast. Manager's here. Spicy Android is here. Here they come. There's neat emoji attacks happening from around the world right now. Kareem is here. Flint Creek Soap Company. Zeta State. Neat. If you don't know what's going on, you haven't got a clue. There's no wonder you're losing money out there. You guys do not understand the power of the knee emojis. Become a member today and start using your knee emojis around here. Constantine is there. So much fun on the knee emojis. A Spicy Android is here. They're coming in, kids. Options Nomads and DH Ruda, they're here. The knee emoji attack is underway. Splair is here. Beach Boy is here. Oh, get out of the way, people. You're just going to get crushed by the Knights of Knee. Machine 007, absolutely. The Big E is here. How you doing, Big E? Cody is here. The knee emoji attack is underway. New members are popping up knee emojis for the very first time. Poppy J is here. Neat. Don't mess with the knee emoji attack. Oh, JR knows. JR knows exactly what we're talking about here. Oh, yes. Welcome all to the neat emojis. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We have 186 thumbs ups. Dude, thank you for the neat emojis. Here we go. Sell my house fast enough on Marlboro. Uncle Bruce, any chance HPQ goes to $60 today? Laugh out loud. My deep in the money 20 strikes are positive after months. Mirko, neat emojis, deep value investing, neat, converting, neat. Spam is real. I monitored my parent email account as well. 3 times the spam. Maria Powell is here. Karen is here. Neat. Everyone's yelling neat at the top of their lungs, waking up their partners, yelling out the front door. Neat. Opening their windows. Neat. Driving down the highway. Neat. Getting arrested. Neat. It's wonderful. Thank you all very much. Even the cops don't know what the hell's going on. Thank you all for joining in for the knee attack yet again. We're not messing. We're making this market do what we want it to do. Look at the Apple up $1.81. Apple is positive today, $1.81. What can I say? 152.78 right now. $1.96 higher. Hello. Wow. Here we go. China says the Montana balloon is for meteorological research, and it blew off course. I just love it when the Chinese come off as blithering idiots. Absolute blithering idiots. Everyone knows, even their own people know how stupid they're looking right now. The Americans are playing this beautifully. Leave the balloon up there. It'll eventually come down to earth. Some farmer will find it, and then the CIA will grab it with the FBI, and they'll investigate what's going on, and they'll see, yep, they were trying to find the nuclear missile silos in the United States. Meteorological reason. It blew off course. What can we say? It blew off course. Oh, Lord. I love this. So much fun. The Chinese are so stupid. And they think we believe these people. They think they're convincing us how dumb they are. Oh, my God. What a corrupt bunch of people over there, those leaders. Not the Chinese people themselves. Love the Chinese people themselves. Love you guys. But it's your leaders that are just, oh God. What are they putting in their Kool-Aid, man? What is in their Kool-Aid? Unbelievable. Some shrubbery to go with the knees. Thank you, JR. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tweet some old footage of Tank Man to annoy them. I think we should have Tank Man T-shirts. Every American and every Brit and every Canadian and every South American and every African should be wearing Tank Man T-shirts in honor of Tank Man, because we never forget what those bastards did to the Tiananmen Square people. Oh man. Yeah. Did you see that they're cloning cows for milk and beef? Yeah, the Cody, they hate that. Susan, would you go out for September, October on GameStop rights? I would recommend you look at that. Yeah. Using balloons for spying is probably the single most inefficient way to spy. That's a nothing burger. Yeah. Spare SoFi is already in Mexico. At least I can buy SoFi Technologies Inc. from NASDAQ and Mexico. Maria, offers in the mail and email to buy property 3-4 times a week. Ed Hawkins, I bet there's a Huawei phone in the basket of that balloon. Oh, man. Unbelievable. ISM Services Index rises to 55.2% in January from 49.2 the month earlier. And job reports sparks rise in odds for a quarter-point rate hike in March and May. I would think that the job report would make it a half a point rise in March and May, more likely, not a quarter point, but that's just me. Oh my gosh. The Credit Savage, I get emails daily that PayPal and Amazon have charged me $2,300 and I should click that email. I'll be charged this fee right now. Matthew, have a good day, folks. Happy trading. Mr. Premium, the option just under 6 hours until GameStop's cash secured puts expire. Worthless. Cody, I love showing kids who don't know about Tank Man the videos. Then they're like, wait, so, and these guys are still in charge? They still run this country? And they accuse America of all their problems? What? And they hire and they jail Canadian ex-diplomats into solitary confinement when one of their executives gets put under house arrest in a multi-million-dollar house in Vancouver. They consider that to be a tit-for-tat routine here. Yeah, that's what China does. Yeah, they're pieces of crap. That's what these guys are. Yeah. What's next? Carrier spy pigeons. What are they going to do now? They're going to use CB radios to listen in on what truckers are saying. Oh my God. Yeah, talk about just goofballs over there, just morons, and criminals, and heartless, and ruthless, and killers, absolute killers. The worst, absolute the worst. I don't know why we sell these guys stuff. I don't know. I don't know why do we trade with these guys? I don't get it. We're so gentle with them. I just don't understand it. They don't get it. They're not afraid of us. Why should they be afraid of us? We're wusses. We're complete wusses with these people. It's unbelievable. Why Canada sells wheat to these people? I don't know. Why do we send them canola oil? Why do we send them anything? I don't understand it. I'd rather cut them off and just eat that product ourselves. I don't. I just. I'm not too sympathetic with these guys. Okay. There you go. All right. Anyway. When SoFi gets to 674, my stock stinker will hit, and I will have another 1,600 shares. Yeah, Cody, we're about to stop here. Alberto, nice work. There you go. Where are we at now? Well, we're down 192. We're down 200 on the Dow right now. Little sell wave coming in. Sextair up 15.4 cents. GameStop up 64. ATIP up 0.2 of a penny. Tesla up 585. SoFi 770 down 2 cents. Apple up 257, HBQ down 17 cents, Google down 320, Moderna down 57, Cisco down 74, Pfizer down 39, IBM down 77. These are all fractional losses, not even $1 a share. There's a nothing burger going on the sell wave. There is not enough selling to come in here. ME is down 6 cents, Rocket Lab is up 4, Matterport down 7, SmartRent down 3.5, and Spire's up 4.9. So mixed bag. 206-point loss on the Dow, 39 on S&P, make it 40, and NASDAQ 146 lower. No big deal. Just no big deal. All right. You love this headline from Barron's. Nordstrom stock surges on report that activist investor has a stake. That's Ryan Cohen. Hello, it's Ryan Cohen has a stake. Activist investor. Don't even want to mention his name. Talk about bias against GameStop and meme stocks. These guys won't even mention the name of the multi-billionaire who's buying into the company. They'll mention all the other old boys in New York that are activist investors. They'll talk about all these other activists, but they won't even give them a name. It's like I feel like like Muhammad Ali did with was it Cleveland Williams when he beat him to a pulp? What's my name? What's my name? He wouldn't call him Muhammad Ali. He called him Cassius Clay, and he wouldn't knock him out because he just said, I'm going to punish you for all the rounds. What's my name? What's my name? Man, oh man, what is going on with Barron's and that bullshit headline? That is crap. Anyway, what can I say? Of course, Wall Street Journal, which owns Barron's, is a very right-leaning entity, a very red state leaning entity. So I get it. They're not going to mention his name because they're in bed with the Wall Street guys. No. Yeah, I know what's going on. Okay. What can I say? So much fun. Uncle Bruce's filter is in the off position today. Says, who cares? Cody, because we were trying to make friends instead of shedding blood, Uncle Bruce, when we started it, it was a right call, but that changed 10 years ago. Now it doesn't seem like there's any other way. What can I say? Nordstrom is up 23%. Manager Credit Suisse looks like a short on SoFi, says manager. Deep value. Nordstrom is one of the top 20 stocks from the Keith Gill portfolio. Mirko JR on the buying side of a stinker bid of 761 or 766 might be better than 764 because you're just in front of the round number, not below. That's right. You should be on the 1 penny higher than a nice round number, not 1 penny lower than a nice round number. I agree with that. But each to his own. 770 right now on SoFi. Volume today, 12 million shares at the moment. That's what we have. It is 41 minutes into the day, 12 million shares traded on SoFi. Very much quieter today lately than the last few days. All right. Let's see what's going on. 171 dip on the Dow, 163 dip. We're coming back up again. 36-point dip on S&P. That's improving. NASDAQ down 139. Oil up 132 at 77.20. Yeah. So much fun, kids. So much fun out there. Never a dull moment. Alrighty. Okay, what else is going on out there? Thank you all for joining in and being part of the show. Hanging through my rants. It's nice to see you. Hope you don't mind the old man ranting today. We are at 193 thumbs ups. Pretty good. 255 people still here. 194 thumbs ups now. We're approaching 200. I do appreciate it. Fantastic stuff. Hector is hitting the knee emojis. Thank you, sir. Make the market do what we want it to do. Indeed, all of you. Fun times. Let's see here. GameStop is now up 87 cents. Make that $1.07. GameStop up $1.07 to $23.79. We're pushing the high of the day around here. We're trying to anyway. Very good. And let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, meteorological balloon. Of course, I love that headline. Boy, I love that. Yes. And the Dow is down only 81 points. We're coming on. Down 75 points on the Dow. Oil up 150. 23.82 now on GameStop, up 112. The high today, 23.93 today. That is what's been going on over there, kids. We're noticing Treasury yields are higher. The U.S. Treasury was 3.4%. Now the 10-year is pointing at 3.53. Germany's has moved up a little bit. The UK rate a little higher, closer to 3.1%. Currencies, euro getting hit, going from 109.5 to 108.25. The British pound from 122 plus to 128.08. So the pound is off 1.5 cents. The euro is down almost a penny. The Japanese yen looks like it's down 2.2 cents on the dollar, back to 131 here from 127, 128. So currencies are getting hit against the U.S. dollar right now. The U.S. dollar is becoming more dominant in this market. The European markets right now are mixed. The British market is up 60 points, but the German's down 100. France up 12. Not much going on. We got more red showing than green right now. On our U.S. market, the Dow's down 87. That's improving dramatically. We've got the VIX down 0.28 and oil up 150 a barrel. There you are. There's what we're witnessing and following. 199 thumbs ups. Here we go. 200 thumbs ups because of you wonderful viewers. Thank you so much for coming through for us again. Every day, at least 200 thumbs ups. This is appreciated. The Cyxtera is at $2.98 a share, up 23 cents. This is the high of the day on Cyxtera. Again, CYX. Been a very crazy week. GameStop at $23.68. Looks like we're up 98. We got ATIP up 0.2 of a penny. Tesla 196.69 up 8.40. SoFi 7.80 up 8 cents. Apple 154.78 up 3.96. HPQ just down a dime. Google down 3.22. Moderna's up 12 cents. Cisco is down 54 but climbing. Pfizer down 22 at the moment. IBM down 60. Microsoft is climbing. It's down 237 now. It got as low as 259. It's now 262. It's coming up. ME still off 5.5 cents. Rocket Lab, though, is still up a penny. Matterport down 1/10 of a penny. SmartRent is up 1.5. Spire's up 4 cents. So that is the deal right now on this market. We have 202 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. Appreciate this. Let's see what else is going on here. Cody, we love the rants, Uncle Bruce. Tell us about the 80s. Tell us about when your local broker had to look at your face and know your name. That's right. I knew the wife's name, too. I remember days when I was a salesman and I'd have a client who would say, they'd say to me, uh, got a I got to get $3,000 out of my account. I need a check for $3,000 out of their $30,000 account, whatever it was, doesn't matter. I need a grand. I need $3,000, and can you make arrangements to get me a check? Well, if they had a margin account, I could get them a check that day. If they didn't have a margin account, if they had a cash account and they had cash balance, I could get them a check that day. As long as they gave me the request before noon hour, I could get them a check. Otherwise, the next business day. If they had a cash account, but they didn't have cash in the account sitting there, we'd have to sell something. And then it would take 1 week for a cash account. If they had a margin account, they didn't have cash sitting there, I could still cut them a check on margin, or I could sell whatever and raise cash and cut them a check that day. But then what I would do is I would use the excuse of the client getting a check to go visit them in person and deliver it rather than mail it to them. Because usually we would just mail them the check, or it would be available for pickup at the front desk. But what I would do is I would say to them, I'll get the check cut for you. Are you in the office today? They say, yeah. I say, I'll pop by for a coffee. They couldn't believe it. I'd come into the office and give them the check in person in the envelope, and we'd have a coffee together. It would be my way of finding out what's going on. As a salesman, as a broker, I wanted to know, hey, are you pulling money out of here because you're going to another broker? Are you pulling money out of here because you found something better you think is a better investment than what we're doing? I want to know what's going on. And so it's called know your client rule. And that's what I used to do. This would be in the 70s and the 80s. I would literally see them in person, hand deliver it, if I could, if it's possible. Now, there were days where it was so hairy. The market was just so out of control. I couldn't get off the phone. So I had 8 lines flashing at the same time. And so I wouldn't be able to do it. But yeah, there were times. Other times I would say to the client, are you gonna come and pick up the check? Well, come and see me. Come on, let's have a coffee in my office. And they would. Many a time they would do that. And we would just sit in the office and they would watch me with the activity. My phone's lighting up, and if I'm branch manager, I'd have my assistants coming in. This and that's going on, this going on, this going on, and they would see how busy I am and how intensely we're working in this office. And then I would be reassuring them that investment we made in that company, this is what's happening, we're watching that, the budget is coming out, this is coming out, the Fed is going to speak, and they'd be reassured and re-educated just how in depth we were into the markets and how we were trying to make them money. And these folks, they would rarely take money out of their accounts because they didn't want to lessen their investment. They wanted to grow their investment and put more money into their account. And so the best way to do that is to show them you were their broker, you were their advisor, that you cared. And if you could get them into the office from time to time during market trading time, not after the hours, but during market hours, they could see the mayhem that we were managing on their behalf. And they would realize, this guy's working for me. This guy is really working for my account. I would not hide the fact that I had 200 clients. Wouldn't hide it at all, but I would brag or show off to the client, I have assistants that can get a hold of you if there's something important that you need to know. If I got to get a hold of 200 people in the next hour, it won't be just me making these phone calls. I've got people to help me make these phone calls. You're going to get the message. That would reassure them they weren't the little tiny account in the house. That's what I used to do. That was my way. Other brokers did not do that. They didn't want to see their customers. They hardly wanted to talk to them. Unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. Let's see what's going on here. Selling 4 and 9, buying 1 and 6, if that makes sense to you, says Mirko. I think that's a message for somebody else. Man, my GameStop deep in the money calls are 55% higher than my sold calls. Uncle Bruce doesn't lie. Neat. There you go, Mandu. Mirko, that's what we are here for. Joe K. Uncle Bruce bought 2 Apple Jan 24 calls for 125s yesterday that are nicely higher. Should I write calls against today or wait it out a bit? Well, there you go. You're up 474 now on your Apple shares to 155.40. How about that little action? Isn't that beautiful? These are deep in the money calls. Yeah, you can definitely do some writing here, but be ahead of that market. 160s, maybe 165s. Yeah, go out a few months and take in some serious premiums. Can you get your hands on some serious cash to compensate for the cost of that call. Why not? There, you got two of them. Well done. I don't know. But if you write April calls, what can you get for 'em? My machine is 10 minutes late, by the way. So I'm not. This is not very accurate. But I did see the 160s just under 5. I saw 165s in the 3 range. Those are April's. Those might be even higher now. Let's see. May contracts. Let's take a look at those. April 160s. Oh yeah, 660 to 670. They might be over 7 now. There might be a candidate there. 165s are almost probably over 5 now. June's. How about some more time and more money, please? Yeah, $8 or more on the 160s and over 6 on the 165s are a possibility. That's where I would be looking at going with. January 24, you say? You bought 125s, January 24th. The last I see on those are 37.70 to 38.25. And I'm sure they've gone higher than that. They're probably pushing now $39-40. This is good stuff. 125s are 30 in the money. Nice, 30 in the money plus premiums. So yeah, they're trading at a hefty price. Interesting. They're not ideal under the 90-10 rule, but you want to write on them now. You want to bring in a big bunch of money on these now because you paid more than the 90-10 rule to get them. And so if you can bring in $7, $8 a contract, that's what you want. You want to minimize the risk that you have on this contract. Absolutely. And maximize the potential of a depreciating contract by being out of the money. Absolutely. Don't worry about the time frame, because in the next 2 weeks to a month, you might be buying them back and rolling into others anyway. You're not going to be holding these for 6 months or 4 months. Cool bean stuff. Love this. Congratulations, everybody, and welcome to the party, pals. Aren't we having fun today? It's option expiry day, everybody. We're only down 38 points on the Dow Jones. Hello, we're only down 38 points on the Dow. We're coming on now. We're down 12 on S&P. We're down 29 on NASDAQ. This market is going to go green. I've been yelling it all morning. We're going green on this market. I really believe so. Wow, what a day. What a turnaround day today. We got GameStop up 74 cents. ATIP still down 1/10 of a penny. Tesla is up 9.66, 197.93. I think we break 200 today on Tesla. I think we do. SoFi 788 up 16. We're going for 8+. Apple 156.37 up 5.55. Look at that. HPQ is unchanged. It has come back from its losses. Google down only 168. Oh, what a turnaround here. The Moderna down 18, Cisco down 48, Pfizer down 24, IBM was only down 47 cents, Microsoft is only down 44 cents. We're about to go green here. Microsoft is about to go green. 464.16. We were down to 259. We've come back $5. Yeah, we're going green on Microsoft today. That's my hunch on this. ME is only off 5.5. Rocket Lab is plus 14 cents to 5.38. Matterport now green again, up 3 to 360, 386ish. We're up 2 cents. SmartRent up 1.5. Spire up 8 cents to 130. Hello, we're improving on these stocks. Very good stuff to see. The Dow down 23 points. That's all. Okay. And let's see what's going on here. Okay, so Deep Value is saying that BlackRock previously owned a 13% stake in GameStop back in December 2020. They could have made billions of dollars from the surge in GameStop in 2021. BlackRock now owns 21.9 million shares of GameStop, which represents 7.2% ownership of the company. Prior to the new stake, BlackRock owned 6.8% of the company with a stake of 5.1 million. Of course, 4-for-1 split. That's from 5.1 to 20 plus million. Now 21.9 million sitting. That's what they're sitting on right now. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. How is Apple up? How is this? Nothing makes sense. Let's go. And Maria Powell, Uncle Bruce, most of my deep in the money GameStop calls are 10s and some are 13s. If I buy more, would you look at 15s? You could, but you got to be sure to be in that 90-10 rule. Don't overpay. But yes, Cindy B, my Tesla September 155 calls are now out of the money. What? I don't want to roll too far on this poor mind cover call. Okay, Cindy B, your 155 calls are in the money. Should I just try not to worry about taking in money, maybe even paying? I don't understand. My Tesla 150 calls are now they're in the money. 196 on the stock, Cindy. They're worth over $40 a piece. Did you write these? Are you long these? You got to help me, Cindy. I don't know what you're telling me here. Not enough info. Mirko, Maria, look for 90 book value and only 10% time value. Maria, if the numbers this morning would have been good, this market would have been blown the roof off. Wow. Neat from Flint. Deep value. Apple headed to 170, just as predicted. Maria, Mirko, thanks. Yeah, the 15s are a bit off of when I did the numbers. They're not quite there. Where are we at now? The Dow's green, 271. We are green on the Dow. After 3 days of losses, we are green. We're now down 9 on S&P. We're going to go green there. We're down 26 on NASDAQ. We're going to go green there. We got markets coming on here. Let's see. Cindy B, I wrote these for 42.55. Okay, so you wrote them for 42.55, Cindy. These are September 155 Teslas. Got it. Okay, good. Okay. It takes me a while, but I eventually figure it out. Thank you for the help on that. I appreciate it. So they're sitting in with the stock at 196. They're worth $41 book value. They're trading it at whatever, a higher value. Obviously now let's take a peek here. 196.35 option. Boom. These are September 155ers. Okay. Boom. There we go. Waiting for my biggest iPad to load this up. Now my machine is behind. Okay, 10 minutes. So just bear with me. September 155 contracts are now, last I saw, 60.75 to 61.90. So around 60, let's call it $61 a piece or something like that. So you're off $19 a contract at the moment. However, you wrote something to do this. You wrote on either the stock or a deep in the money call, which I'm sure has gone up nicely for you as well. Probably more than these calls have gone up. My hunch, what can you do or what should you do? In theory, if you want to roll these, can you roll up from September to a higher strike with either even equal money or more, 61 or more? What can we do? If we take a look at Jan 24s, just for the heck of it, $61 or more, you can write 170s, 166s, 165s, 163.3s, any of those for more, 61 or more dollars. So you can definitely move up and strike from 155 to 170, 166 if you go to January 2024. That's step one. Okay. Step two, moving forward, March 2024. What could we do there? What would we get? Okay, 175s for $62 ballpark. 170s, $65 each. 180s are being offered as, last I see, $59.60. They might be closer to $60 now. So you can definitely move up $20, $25 for sure between January and March on strike price and stay the same on dollars. Or you could bring in more money. You could write 160s and bring in almost $70. That's more money to you. You could write 175s for 62, maybe 62 and a half, and get a little more money. If you're going to write these December 24s, you could write 165s for $64 or $65, depending on where the market is right now. 170s, maybe break even on those. 163s, you can bring in probably 60, close to $65, bringing you some money and a higher roll up. So Cindy, you've got a couple of choices here, which way you want to do this if you want to make the roll. Otherwise, you don't have to do anything. Just cross your arms and not move and wait for a little profit taking to kick in on this thing. I guess it's had a good week and a half. But hey, can you move up? That would be fine. If you can move up into 170s, 165s, 170s, 175s, don't be afraid to do that. Chase, follow the stock. It's at 195. It's going to go to 200. Follow the stock to 175 with that $60+ premium, $65 premium, and just let's go. Let's keep on going. If it pulls back to 180 in next week sometime on a profit taking run, goes to 180, you're only 5, 10, 15 in the money now, not 40 in the money. These calls will back off. So yeah, and of course time over overall. Anyway, there you go. Okay, there we go. We got that, and we've got that. All right, moving on. Manager Uncle Bruce, which slot can I take tomorrow for a one-on-one? Your last appointment will be great. If Sunday's available, I will take that. I have no openings this weekend. I am booked up completely. I am available next week, Sunday, the 12th. And on that day, I'm open at the moment, I think, for next week, Sunday. I've had people talk to me about it, but yeah, I'm available then. And let's see. Okay, Cody is saying, oh, I see what you're saying, Cindy. You're saying that you want to roll, but you don't have too much time left on your bought call. Is that right? You're deeper in the money call. Are you in that position? Because if you are, you can move that. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see. I rolled my long into Jan 25. No, that you'll be fine there. So there's no problem there. Cindy can make a roll. She can definitely make a roll. Okay. My inner monologue is now Bruce's voice. Yikes. It scares me, let alone you. Oh my goodness. Cindy, check those option chains and see what you can do. You can definitely move up. If you can scoop another $4 or $5 and get $65, if you can buy your calls back for 60, 61, and you can write calls for 64, 65, 66, and move up and strike, win-win. Way to go. More cash in your pocket, your account, and you've moved up and strike. If you move up and strike to 180s, and you pay 61, 62 to buy your calls back, but you only get 59 or 60 to sell the call, but you can move to 180 for $100 or $2 a contract, moving up 25 in strike. That's $2,500 in strike price for only $100 odd dollars. Yeah, I would do that too if you can afford it. By all means, depends how much cash you have handy there. Okay, good, says Cody. Okay. Alrighty. We are breaking even on the Dow. We're up now 5 points on the Dow. We're up 5.5 on the Dow. Let's go these other indexes. We're down 11 on S&P. We're down 31 on NASDAQ. That is what's going on. Blinken's trip, Secretary of State Blinken's trip to Beijing has been postponed after the U.S. spots a Chinese spy balloon over its territory. Funny how that works. You send a spy balloon over U.S. territory, and that scheduled meeting of the Secretary of State to your country, one of the president's personal representative, doesn't go to Beijing now for a while. That's something. There's consequences. Isn't that something? Yes, that is something. We're up 25 on the Dow. We're climbing again. We're down 9 on S&P. We're going green here. We're down 29 on NASDAQ. We're going green. Sixter is up 11. The GameStop is up 62. ATIP up a fifth of a penny. Tesla's up 880 to 197. SoFi 790 up 19 cents. SoFi is going to 8 today and more. Apple 156.76 up 590. HBQ 3088 up 8. Google down 150. We're going green there. Moderna down 75. Cisco down 49. Pfizer down 30. IBM down 32. Microsoft down 188. We're going to go green there. The ME down 5.5. Rocket Lab up 12. Matterport up 1.6 cents. SmartRent up 2. Spire up 6. Amazon down 5.91, trying to come back. It's at 107. HD down 7.20. Netflix is green, up 2.50. Vanik down 23 cents. Adobe down 6.81. Goldman up 3.38. Boeing down 98 cents. Meta up 1.43 at the moment. Royal Caribbean down 6. BBBY down 5. Carvana up 21. Robinhood down 12. Let's see. Target down 265. JP Morgan up 141. Costco down 4. Walmart down 132. Disney down just 33 cents coming on. Nvidia's coming back down 51 cents. It's coming back. American Airlines unchanged 1706. That's what we've got going on right now. 38-point gain on the Dow right now is what we have, everybody. Let's go. Okay, good. Manager, let me know if you have any cancellations. Yes, sir, will do. Anyone cancels out, I'll let you know if I can squeeze you in. We are booked up for Sunday, and then next Sunday we have openings. Thank you all for joining in here. Following us, we're at 55 on the Dow. We're about to go green on all markets. They are coming on fast. Money is pouring in here. Option expiry day is happening as well, and we are going higher. Interesting stuff. Never a dull moment, huh? We have got thumbs ups now. 212. Thank you, everybody. Going for 250. We love it. Thank you, guys. It's Sell My House Fast over Marlboro. He should go to Beijing with pieces of that balloon, pull them out of his pocket, throw them on the table, and say, "You forgot something." Oh, man, how about that? I think it's time for some knee emojis to get this market to keep doing what you want it to do. Giddy up, everybody. I hope you're making money today. I think some of you are doing extremely well here. Giddy up all. Those deep in the money call options you guys are sitting on are climbing for you, and your option premiums are shrinking. I love it. Way to go, everybody. Neat. Splair's here. Splair's got him going. Manager, I can email you with my questions. And Constantine thumbs Splair neat. Here we go, one after the other. There you have it. You can always email me with questions, folks, but if they're too intense, I'd recommend one-on-ones, because after all, that's how I get paid, to be here as a sounding board. And it's not fair to those who do use me as a sounding board, as it is. But thank you all so much. I can only do so many one-on-ones per weekend. I have to get a break here. I am absolutely exhausted this week. It's been a long one, and it's been unbelievable the last few weeks. Hopefully a lot of you have done as well as I suspect you have. And I know some have done really well because you've been just donating to us for the results you've had. And I thank you very, 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 very much. Jen and I are pumped about it all. And we are just, we're just relieved with her hip situation. It's improving dramatically. She's getting stronger and stronger. And we know we'll be back next year for another operation. And so, I am motivated to keep working as hard as I am to help you guys improve your markets, and you guys are taking care of us, and we appreciate it a ton. Karen D, thank you for the knee emojis here. Sell My House Fast. Here they are. Neat. This market's not going to stop. I wonder what that balloon is. It sending signals back to China, like signals like what can I say? Maria, Uncle Bruce, I'm going to email you after I get to my visit to ATIP. I'm dying to hear that. Larry Titus, knee emojis. Maria Powell, thank you for the knee emojis. Here they come. The knee emoji attack is on. Don't mess with the knee emojis. Here we go. Deep value. Neat. There you go, everybody. Exciting stuff. Thank you for the thumbs up. 216 thumbs ups. They keep coming. Fantastic. We're up 77 on the Dow, up 9 on Sextera, GameStop up 41, ATIP up 0.02, Tesla up 927 to 197.50, SoFi 790 up 18 cents. SoFi volume now 17.4 million. There's nothing to stop this stock going to 9, going to 8, and then beyond. Nothing is stopping this stock. Apple 156.67 up 585. What a shot today on Apple. The low today was 147.83. We're 156.60 now, up $9 on your Apple. Wow, what a run. HBQ 3080 up a penny. Google down only 99 cents. Google is going to go green. 107.81. It's only off 99 cents. Unbelievable. Yeah, giddy up, everybody. Moderna up 14, Cisco down 47 cents, Pfizer down 24, IBM down 26, Microsoft down 2, 15. Look at that. We are climbing. The markets are climbing. Down 4 points on S&P. We're down 5 on NASDAQ. Here it is. It's going to happen right now, just as we finish this show. We're going to go green on all markets. They're going to turn green here after this whole sell-off this morning. The bad results from Apple, Amazon, Google. The market's going to go green anyway. How about that? Flint Creek, the balloon, and nee. Oh, the Chinese are looking stupid today, aren't they? Oh, are they looking dumb? Man, oh, man. Anyway, there it is. Giddy up, everybody. What a day we have going here. Tesla trying to reach new highs. The high of the day, 198.99. We're going through 200 today. I see it coming. I smell it. I just sense it coming here. We're going higher. GameStop doesn't want to go back. 23.22 doesn't want to back off. It's up 51. SoFi 790. That's going through 8 today. It's just setting it up. We're just that slingshot's being pulled back on SoFi. Just pulling it back, getting ready to rip. This thing's going to rip. Apple 156.62 up 580. Wow. It is something. It is something here. Fun times. Watch those markets. I'll be back this afternoon at 3 o'clock for the final hour of trading today. And we'll see how much richer you guys get today. Keep it up, guys. Keep it going. If you can do rollovers, do rollovers. Take advantage of it. Why not? The players are handing you dough. It's unbelievable how much dough is being handed over by option gamblers. It's incredible. And take that money absolutely right out of the money, but forward in time calls for big bucks. Put some serious money in your accounts. Get out of these febs and get into Aprils and Mays. Get out there. If you get out that far, the premiums really bump. Don't be afraid to write 4, 5, 6 in the months out contracts. Don't be afraid of that. Maria, thanks. You got it, Maria. Appreciate your email coming out. Be great. This is good stuff. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great morning. Rest of your morning. We'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern. We're up 81 on the Dow. We're green on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up 6. The S&P is down 0.5 point. It's about to turn. Here we go. The turn is on. It's coming. Here it comes. I tell you, it's unbelievable. Thanks, everybody. Says John Anderson. Thank you, John, for being here as always. 0.67 of a loss on S&P. We're up 4 on NASDAQ. That S&P is about to go green, folks. It's about to happen. It's about to click. 197.85 on that. Tesla's going for 198 again. The high today, 198.99 on Tesla. We're going to go through 200. Brian, 219 thumbs ups. Neat. You can start the show now, Bruce. Just start the show now. Giddy up, kids. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. SoFi 792. Have you noticed that? 792 on SoFi. The high today, 798. We're going through 8 today. 18.2 million. The volume might even pick up on SoFi. This is going to be interesting. Really interesting. We're up 589 on Apple. HBQ up 6. Giddy up, man. Giddy up on this market. Too much fun. Okay, I'm off for now. I'm going to get a rest in. You guys keep an eye on things. And we'll see you a little later today at 3 o'clock Eastern. We'll shut this market down this afternoon and see how much richer you guys get. Thank you. 198.09 on Tesla. There it goes. 198.30. Here it is. It's happening. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.